to kick people when they're down. Because, comrade leader, last night I saw the Prime Minister. And in the morning, he heard the poll results. And then you see in the night, them blew him off a stage. So when I saw him that night, I could see that he was visibly distressed. And I know that in the weeks to come, it's going to get even more distressing for him. In Northwest Central, them already start ball. Because I hear say, the Prime Minister to give a stern talking to the MP. Because he said, she need to pull up her lace and she need to straighten up herself and do some work. Because it's not going to go down so easy in Northwest Central. So, they know what is about to happen. And I hope each of you in here know what is about to happen. Because this time around, we're coming back with a vengeance. We're coming back because we realize that under that kind of government, things now are good. And the people in Northwest Central have called out for representation. Comrades, tonight I want to spend some time focusing on you. On you. Tonight we are standing on the brink of a powerful new chapter in this constituency's history. We talk about those that have come before. And I am here as your humble servant, your champion, to continue that legacy and build on that legacy. Comrades, the vision that I have is to make sure Northwest Central is a place where every the farmers in Hazelwood can progress. To make sure that the hotel workers in Discover Bay can progress. To make sure that the child who goes to Brownstown High can progress. Is to make sure that the taxi driver from Lilyfield can progress. It is to make sure that the vendors in Brownstown Market can progress. This vision for Northwest Central, it involves every single one of us. And what we want to see happen is change. It's change. And I want to offer myself as your champion for change. I want to tell you a little bit about my journey, because we have each other. I grew up in a family of educators, hard-working Jamaican. And a part of my upbringing, comrades, was that on weekends, I used to go with my parents and visit the shut-ins, so the old people. I go comb them here, and clean up their house, and make sure they get their food. In the summer, I would spend time with my grandmother. And she would take me, you remember Mama, to visit her elderly patients. And we would walk from house to house like we are canvas and take blood pressure, take sugar, sing with them, pray with them. That is where I learned service. That is where I learned that people are out there that need help. And if you can help, you must always avail yourself to help.
That's right.
As I grew up, I got involved in other areas of service. At the University of the West Indies, where I completed 2 degrees, I was also the vice president responsible for welfare. And it was there that I offered $40 million in student development, in financial assistance to struggling students on the campus. At least a year later, there began another chapter in my story of service. And this is when I was called to national service by the then leader of opposition, Dr. Peter Phillips. And he saw a young 23-year-old. And he said, young girl, come and give service to your country. And I answered the call. This time around, 4 years later, I stand again ready to serve. But this time, I'm ready to serve in Northwest St. Anne. In Northwest St. Anne, comrades, I'm ready to fight for social justice. I'm ready to fight for agricultural development. I'm ready to fight for youth and community development. I am ready to be an MP that you can talk to. You never cuss bad word up and run your way. I'm ready to be an advocate who can talk for more than 20 minutes in Parliament in 4 years. I am ready to be your voice. I am ready to be your advocate. I am ready to be your champion. As your MP, I pledge here tonight, and if I not do it to the nose to find me, to bring you dynamic leadership, energetic leadership, a bold vision for this constituency, where every person, whether you're young or you're old, you can thrive. I want to fight for your families, for your children and grandchildren, and to build a brighter future in this constituency that we can all be proud of. Tonight, I want to lay out my plan for progress. And I want you to join me in West St. Anne, a vibrant and progressive constituency where every community, from the smallest village to the big town like Brownstone, is alive with opportunity for the people. It's a constituency where roads are smooth and well lit, where every school is a good school, and where our young people can find opportunities to lead and succeed. I want you to imagine that Northwest St. Anne with me, because that is where we are going. The first area of focus that I want to briefly share with you tonight, because I'm not asking you to blindly support me. I'm asking you to support the policies and programs that I want to bring to this constituency to benefit each of you. I believe in the power of young people and in the promise of our children. Because if we don't take care of our children, then we're endangering our future. And so in this constituency, I want to commit to improving education, to ensuring that our children don't have to travel miles just to get a quality education. I want to work to establish more training programs for our youth and build better facilities and invest in spaces where young people can gather, can learn, can lead. When our young people succeed, when our children are a priority, our entire community can progress. The second thing that I want to quickly touch on is infrastructural development. For far too long in Northwest St. Anne, we've heard the cries of bad road, of access to water, of lack of healthcare services. And I want to briefly touch on this point that we've seen in Northwest St. Anne, how politicization of the people's business has left some parts of this constituency underdeveloped. When I came to Northwest St. Anne, I did a video, remember? With Runaway Bay Clinic, and them run out. I say, oh, them a plan to fix it, and them do this and them do that. Well, turns out that those plans were long in place from Dan Campbell was MP. And when they get it, they hook it up and one and tweet. And then they tweet until now. When they see say boy they have to go call the election, they start run up and down like mad ants. The road from Runaway Bay to Brownstone, a long time that set in motion. And they wait until now when they see that the water is troubled. And then say, but look here now, we have to go run and do something. So I want to send that message that the resources that are available for the constituency of Northwest St. Anne, it should not be politicized. We're doing this for people, and if you're doing something for the people, just be good and done. And so infrastructural development is something that I want to prioritize here in Northwest St. Anne, because the lives and the livelihood of the people in this constituency depend on it. The third thing that I want to mention is about agriculture and the revival of tourism in this constituency. In Northwest St. Anne, they always say St. Elizabeth is a breadbasket parish. But in Northwest St. Anne, it is a garden parish. And we are also also widely known for agricultural produce. Come leader, if you ever taste a pear from Northwest St. Anne, you will never stop away. But in Northwest St. Anne, we have so many resources. And we want to ensure that we revitalize our agricultural sector by investing in the local farming community, by enhancing training and providing the tools and resources that our farmers need to get the job done. And we're not talking about no one-time job of 30. We are talking about consistent support to farmers who need it the most. When we talk about tourism, we can see that labor injustice is rampant in the tourism sector. And Comrade Daniela, hotel workers, they need proper representation, and I will be a champion for that. It is also important that in Northwest St. Anne, we not only see tourism as something that resides in the pretty hotels on the coast. We must broaden the opportunities that are available. Community tourism is still a reality in Northwest St. Anne. When we look at Surge Town and the spring water, never drink the spring water? Alright. That in itself is a tourist attraction. When we look at Surge Town as a historical place, the importance of Surge Town is something that we need to capitalize on. So, we want to ensure that we empower the people of Northwest St. Anne to be active participants in tourism. The tourist dollars can't just go back overseas. We want something come right here, son. This is very important because in a constituency that truly cares, we can't forget our most vulnerable people. And as your member of parliament, I want to ensure that we prioritize social services. Because I've been walking this constituency, and sometimes I feel it to my heart when people express some of the challenges that they're having, especially the elderly people in this constituency. I shared in the Senate on Friday that one older woman, she called me and I was almost in tears with her because she was expressing to me how much she has to spend to go to Kingston to get medical treatment because the service is not available at St. Anne's Day Hospital. And I want to say tonight that as your MP, I will be your fierce champion to ensure that these services are available for you to enjoy. It shouldn't be that you have to leave Northwest St. Anne or leave St. Anne and go all about Gallopia Health Center. And so this is something that we want to provide. Support for our elderly, support for the children especially, support for single mothers who make up a large part of the population in this constituency, and support for low-income families. The People's National Party has always been about helping. It has always been about ensuring that those who need it most are able to get support. And that is the tradition that we want to carry on in Northwest St. Anne. And finally, I want to talk about us. Because this is not just one person. And I cannot do it alone. This is about us. It is about our dreams. It is about our families. It is about our future. And I want to say tonight that one of the reasons I said yes to service those 4 years ago was because I believed that Jamaica needed leaders who cared. Leaders who could actually see beyond their sometimes privileged experience and look at people who are struggling the most. I got involved because as a young woman in this country, I want to ensure that in 10, 15 years, we actually have a country that is functioning. And when I looked around and saw what was happening and what is happening with this government, I said, no, sir. It can't work. No, can't, sir. And so, day by day, street by street, lane by lane, I am ready to walk with you, to work with you, to make sure that we listen, to make sure that we move forward, because I want to see a brighter future. And I believe that the People's National Party is the party that can bring us into that future. I believe that this gentleman right here, he is the leader that can bring us forward. I believe that Northwest St. Anne is ready to see brighter days.